Texas versus Ohio State, a rematch of that Cotton Bowl semifinal playoff collision where the Buckeyes survived. Both replacing a lot of stars from those teams. Both expect to contend for a championship this season. Welcome, the old horseshoe in the banks of the Olentangy, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on last year's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway.
Hi, Jim. Welcome in. Naked Sports, everybody. I forgot to turn the announcers off. I will turn them off in the mere moments when I'll let the full intro play out for you here as the Buckeyes finish their praying in the end zone. Looks like a beautiful day in the capital city. Welcome in, Mason, as well. I know you're a big Arch Manning fan. As mentioned, I totally forgot to turn the announcers off, so let me do that right this second. What a way to start the first... what do we call this? Field. There we go. That's what we want. In-game commentary off. All right. Here we go. Appreciate everybody being on. Phil Nagy on Sports. The brand new game is out. Everything is loaded up and ready to go. And let's jump to the end of this one. Here we go. Buckeyes will kick off from right to left on your radio dial. You do. You have the #1 crown. Jim, you are #1 on my end for right now. Way to go. Nice coverage for the Buckeyes all the way down just at the 12-yard line. And here he comes, Arch Manning. And who really at this point needs no introduction, but we will introduce him anyway. He's waited his turn behind Quinn Ewers, 6'4", 219-pound sophomore from New Orleans, Louisiana. He'll give it off to his very talented Quintravian Wisner, running back. And Wisner picks up 5 up the middle. Lots of talent. They have 3 very good running backs, a couple of decent receivers, not as deep as Ohio State's receiver room, though. A quick little RPO to the right side, put it into the hands of one of those receivers, and he's going to just have the ball across the line for the first down marker, and that's DeAndre Moore, the junior from Anaheim in St. John Bosco. A very, very talented program that they have there. He comes in motion now on a 1st and 10. Here comes Wisner. He'll try to go wide to the left. He's got the corner. 25 to the 30. Nice tackle in space by Jermaine Matthews, who got a number change. He is now number 7. Welcome in. Apply. Go Browns. Go Bucks. Say Wendell. Welcome in. And very delayed handoff. Actually, they tackle, and then now Arch is going to take off to the left. He gets around Houston. 35 to the 35-yard line, rather, and it gets a first down. It was a little RPO, and Edric Houston absolutely ate up the running back. But Arch was smart to keep it. Now he'll fire just very short over the middle and will be tackled immediately by Sonny Styles. Gain of 3. That's his talented tight end, Jack Endries. Probably the best receiving target, at least ratings-wise. Quick little dump left side once again in space and taken down right near the line to gain. Is going to be the wide receiver. I do not have a number on him for you, at least not on the roster. The middle. 4th and inches, the Buckeyes will hold, and now the Texas is going to go for it. Sark wants to go for it from their own 44. Holy smokes. Manning, Wisner, first down, got it easily. Styles will drag him to the ground, but Wisner had a hole. And he got the first down as they attacked that particular play. Heavy backfield now. Motion coming from Wisner. They'll fake it to Baxter. Then they'll swing it to another player out of the backfield. And that's the receiver, Ryan Wingo, their very talented sophomore. He was kind of the 3rd of those talented freshman receivers last year in terms of Jeremiah Smith, Ryan Williams, and then Ryan Wingo here at Texas. Wisner back in, and now he'll go around in an orbit motion. Arch fling it over the middle. Another short throw blown up by Arvell Reese, but DeAndre Moore holds on, and we have a 3rd and 9 here. Hey, Bo, welcome in. Left side, right at the 50, and Downs is going to make a great tackle for a loss. Caleb Downs flying in from the backfield, and they will force a punt here, does the Buckeye defense. Kind of shanked to the far side and out of bounds at the 24. Not the best of punts, and that is where Julian Sand and company will take over. That's okay, Bo. You're welcome anytime. All right. Here they come, sophomore quarterback Julian Sayin. I will tell you, having played almost a whole season of my own dynasty, that Jeremiah Smith is a cheat code. He is crazy good in the game. Up the middle. Whoa, James Peoples puts his foot in the ground and then back to the right side. What a way to take a negative play and get 6 out of it. He looks really shifty and explosive as well. There is a deficit on the Buckeyes. It is the offensive line. Here comes Peoples, and this time he'll be blown up in the backfield. That play just took way too long to develop. And he was hit and hit hard that time by Cole Brevard, the big defensive tackle, transfer from Purdue. 3rd and 7. Blitz coming. Art over the middle. Sayin got it to Ennis. Broken tackle to the 50 and into Texas territory. 23 yards and a first down strike. Yes, he passed away, what, a year ago maybe? Here comes Peoples now up the middle. Hurdling the man. First down, 40 to the 35. James Peoples, and he'll be chased down by Anthony Hill, the best linebacker in the game, and maybe in the country. Anthony Hill Jr., now just a junior. Quick RPO left side. It's Mylan Graham, the true freshman. Actually, I think they maybe have him as a sophomore. The true sophomore / he probably redshirted in real life. Was it 2 years ago now, Applied? Thank you for helping me figure it out. Sayin with some zip to the right side. Kid's got a cannon, and he threw it right to Carnell Tate, who had a great first down, and now the Buckeyes have a first down inside the red zone. First trip to the red zone. Peoples a little delayed handoff, inside zone look, and he'll get rolled over the line for a gain of 3. They're moving quickly. Yeah, it was a tough time for sure. A little quick screen to the left side. Peoples 10, 5, spinning down to the 3-yard line. James Peoples, such a weapon. Now double tight ends to the left side. Sayin getting some motion from Carnell Tate. Peoples, he'll try the left to the, or excuse me, that's CJ Donaldson, the power back into the game. He'll check in that time. The transfer from West Virginia, who we couldn't get to show up in our off-season portal in Peoples, and he'll be just absolutely obliterated in the backfield. Brevard was the first one there, but didn't love that play call from Brian Hartline. Let's see what he tries to do here on a 3rd and goal. Right side throw, touchdown! There's a fun new addition for you. Max Clare, we salute you. Touchdown. Buckeyes is their transfer tight end from Purdue, who's I think the second or third rated tight end in the whole game, is into the end zone, and Sayin just put it right on him. What a beautiful play call that time. Well designed, and the Buckeyes just go right on down the football field and shove it in the end zone. Kick pending from Jaden Fielding. They take a 7-0 lead. I hope so. He's a monster in the game. I'll tell you what, he was the second leading receiver for me in my season, won the Mackey Award. Jeremiah Smith won the Heisman in my sim season. He had 100 catches, 1,700 yards, and 21 touchdowns. He is as advertised. They got him a 98 in the game, and he is crazy good. I would say it has to be Arch if he comes out. If not, you're probably looking at like an offensive or defensive lineman, I think. Here comes Weisner up the middle, juking his way, and Downs flies in to make the tackle. Caleb Downs, the best defensive player in the game. Jeremiah Smith, the best offensive player in the game, ratings-wise. Motion coming. Very delayed handoff. Buckeyes are there. Edric Houston will sack Arch back to the 13-yard line. I'm not sure why Jalen McClain's doing push-ups, but Arch upset about that. His offensive line let him down. Edric Houston. Did Jalen McClain get the sack and I missed it? That very much is not Jalen McClain, but whatever. Our first glitch. He is Wendell, but he's not draft eligible. He's got to stay at least one more year. Otherwise, he very well could be. Last second of the first quarter. Arch Manning in trouble. Throws it deep to the right side. Got him in! Tipped and almost picked on the response by Davison Igbinosun. They went for a deep shot. He had a step. Couldn't hold it in. And that's how the first quarter comes to a close. So some long drives for each team. And the Buckeyes lead 7-0. It'll take me a little bit of time to kind of figure out the dial in. Right now, everything's right down the middle. 14-minute quarters and 50s straight down the gameplay sliders until we can kind of figure out the things that are maybe broken about the gameplay or not. Like, remember last year's spin moves were absolutely ridiculous. And this year I've been told, I haven't seen a bunch of it, I've been told that the stiff arm is a little overpowered. Here comes Peoples. No option keeper from Sand. He's got a beautiful hole up the middle, and Julian Sand runs for about 14. Beautiful time to dial up the read option, and a beautiful time to keep it. Now Sand climbs under his center, Carson Hinsman. And he'll give it to Peoples. Nice hole to the right side again as they're creating holes beautifully in the line. Another 8 yards for James Peoples. Peoples again to the right side. First down. Tackled by a bevy of Longhorns. But the Buckeyes are moving now up at the 25-yard line. The pass. Quick throw right side. Nope. Nobody at home there. First incompletion of the game for Sam. He does have some running in this game, yes. I don't think he's quite Will Howard, but he's not a statue either. Wide open over the middle, Max Clare, tight end, and he'll pick up 8 of it, 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2. Up RPO to the right side, Jeremiah Smith. Oh, that's a new animation they added, by the way. They reach the ball forward. It's actually a right trigger or a right stick move that you can do if you're actually playing. Yeah, stretch it again. Left side, Peoples going to get the corner. No, he can't. Michael Taft, the safety, gets in there in a hurry. Actually, that's Leafout, the linebacker. No, they're coming here, Wendell. We'll go there next year. Swing pass to Brandon Innes, and he gets nowhere now. 3rd and 10. They're going to go 5 wide receivers here. Hey, George, welcome in. Go Bucks. Saying now back to pass. He's got good time. Now he'll fire. Left side, corner of the end zone. Jump ball tipped and incomplete. I don't mind the jump ball, but I would throw it to number 4. No offense to James Peoples, but he is not the tallest receiver that they would have in the package. Jaden Fielding's kick is up, and his kick is good. Hey, don't quote me on that. Let me actually look it up for you. James Peoples, 5'10", 203. So if you're going to throw a jump ball to a receiver, I would aim for the kid who is 6'3", 6'4", and jumps out the gym. Jumps out the gym, as they say. 10-0 Buckeyes here. Kick being returned by Niblet, I believe is Niblet. I can't remember how you pronounce his name. All right, Arch Manning, his 3rd series. He'll give it to Wisner up the middle. Wisner trying to penetrate. Tackle there, freshman Devin Sanchez. Not in the game, but we made him because, you know, we're trying to take care of you. We also made Turbo Rogers, Anthony Turbo Rogers, who's not in the game. Like 9 of the freshmen didn't make the game, so I wonder if there'll be a reboot. What is that motion? He is just running to the bench, and now he is out of bounds. What a weird motion that was. Arch in trouble, sacked in the backfield. Caden McDonald, big Caden got him and swallowed him up. And Arch has been sacked now twice in this first half. That was weird. The guy's motion ran straight out of bounds. It also thought that, now 2 sacks today for Caden McDonald. Well, we'll see if the final stats are correct. Otherwise, we're getting some weird glitches early on. Stadium pulse is rocking. Arch back to pass. 4-man rush. Pressure up the middle. Edric Houston. You can't stop him. He is a monster. The 5-star. He's going to be a big-time part of this offense, of this defense now. The true sophomore, 6'3", 270. They moved him to the inside, and he absolutely punishes DJ Campbell, the All-American left guard, on that play. Another punt here, 7:40 and counting. Innes from his 40, he'll fair catch it. Here come the Buckeyes. Yeah, I hope so. He's going to, it's crazy that we could be led by 3 to 4, even 5, like incredible sophomores. Up the middle, Peoples wide open. Speaking of sophomores, Peoples will be one. Sands a sophomore. Smith's a sophomore. Houston's a sophomore. Downs is a junior, obviously. Here's Peoples. He'll try to go wide, and he'll be stuck right there. Good tackle in space. We have a 2nd and 8 coming up. But I'm very excited to see what James Peoples can do there. That was Murad Watson, the defensive lineman, making the tackle, by the way. Saying deep shot left side. There he is! Oh, it dropped into the bucket. You can't stop him. Jeremiah Smith, the first of what's hopefully many in our sim season. He got past Jalen Jabot, and it was lights out, and Julian Sand can throw that ball. And when in doubt, I would just find number 4. And look at that ball, just a perfect pass. When he let go of it, it was at least 15 yards in front of him, and he ran right underneath it. Yep, 4 for 6, Jim. We're going to keep that one in. Did he just disappear? Another weird glitch. What is happening? Okay, so we've got some issues. The old football on the field glitch instead of him celebrating his touchdown. 3 plays, 59 yards, and the Buckeyes have just punched Texas in the mouth. And right now, Texas has no response. But let's see what Arch can do here. 6:20-ish, we'll call it. Yes, it's the new game, Mason. Arch Manning. Hence Arch is the starter. Float it left side. Nice throw in traffic, and he holds on. What a catch. Left side throw. Zip it over to him in the direction of Mosley. And it looked like Mosley got it. Arch, good protection this time. Buys him wide over the middle. Jack Endries, that's his tight end. Somehow Kenyatta Jackson was chasing him like it was supposed to be his responsibility to cover. And Jack Endries, the tight end, has a big gainer, and now the Buckeyes playing defense in their end of the field for the first time. Fake the pop pass, fake it to Wisner. Kenyatta Jackson, and then he'll throw it out of bounds. He tried to get it over to his receiver there on the swing pass. Second and 10 now, Arch. Good pocket presence. Zip it over the middle with some fire. He got Moore for a first down. DeAndre Moore. Again, his number 1 receiving target. DeAndre Moore Jr., who is a junior. Here comes Wisner. He'll try the left. He's got a hole. 10, 5. Wisner taken down right at the line to gain by Malik Hartford and or Jalen McClain, one of the 2 strong safeties in there. 2nd and inches, they'll say. They'll give it to him again. This time he's blown up. Oh boy, Arvell Reese. Also a number change this year, going to be number 8. Arvell Reese now going to be that middle linebacker next to Sonny Styles. 3rd and 2. Another motion. This time it's more Overty. They'll throw it to him on the left side. Wingo won't get it. What a tackle in space by C.J. Hicks, and they're going to go for it. I feel like they have to, down 17. Sark wants to go. 1 for 1 already on 4th down conversions. Arch Manning in a shotgun. Nope. Somebody moved? What happened? Nope. They're going to, the 2-minute warning, and they've changed their mind. Now they're going to kick a field goal. Okay. And the kick is up, and the kick is good from Shipley. And the Texas fight song plays in the back. They have something to cheer about here. I also have not heard anything other than he actually went to court and got bowed on bond then at that point. Whoop. Also not a great kick return, just to the 11-yard line. Training camp starts next week, correct? If I'm remembering correctly. Quick little RPO to the right side. Smith, watch out, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Jeremiah, 45 to the 50, 45, 40, 30. He's going to go all the way. 89 yards. A little RPO, but you can't catch him. You can only hope to contain him. Jeremiah Smith starting out our sim season with a bang. And much like JT Barrett with those pop passes, that's about the easiest touchdown pass of Julian Sayen's career. And then it was just Jeremiah Smith, and nobody in the game can catch him in a foot race. Certainly not Jalen Gilbeau, the senior cornerback. And he disappears into the end zone again. What a play. That RPO is part of their offense. That's a big part of their offense. Again, the run-pass option. The receiver's not there. He hands it off. One play, 89-yard drive. And the Texas fans who made the trip to Columbus are hurting in a big way here now. Up to the 20-yard line is where they'll take over. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know if it's one of those things where they're going to try to slow play it or if they're going to try to knock it out, like get it done quickly. Sorry, knock it out, probably not the right word for this one. To get it done quickly, like I just saw that Raishi Rice's sentence finally got done, and he has to go to jail for 30 days, and then he'll serve it during the season. Which is crazy. Oh, dang, it opens tomorrow? Dang, okay, let's go. Here's a big 3rd and 2. Arch right side. Throws a dart on the dig route, and that's 100 yards passing now for Arch Manning. He's going to need more than that now. They're going to go hurry up. Sounds like they're going to take it slow. Back to pass. Arch fired over the middle. First down caught. Bo Atkinson, a transfer defensive lineman there. That's that tight end, Jack Endries. We talked about his talent. He's a 92 overall rated. Very talented tight end. He and Max Clare, two of the best 3 in the game. 1 minute even to go. Second quarter. They have 2 timeouts left. Arch stands in the pocket. Over the middle, drilled by Devin Sanchez. Or excuse me, Arvell Reese. I thought it was 4. It was an 8. Back to pass. Arch Manning. Fling it right side. Nice tackle by Caleb Downs in space. Yeah, I mean, I think if what it sounds like, what she reported and then her injuries matched what she reported, but the part that I saw was a little interesting was that they hung out for like 4 or 5 days together and then she called it in. So I'm not exactly sure what that all was about. Maybe I'm misremembering, but I saw something about that which made the timing feel a little funny. Incomplete left side. And they're going to try a 59-yard field goal. Shipley from 59. And he missed it. Pushed it left, and now Buckeyes are going to get a crazy short field. Why would Sark do that? Why wouldn't he just go for it? Yeah, Jim, I was thinking that too, and then somebody posted that, like, the Browns have had, since the year 2000, there's been like 40 Browns players arrested, and we're not even in the top 5 in the NFL in that category. Yes, that's what I said. That's why I thought it was a little bit interesting, like if you get walloped and you have a black eye and all these things, then why would you wait 5 days to call the cops about it? So I don't know. Maybe they made up and then there was another fight and then she decided to call the cops. I don't know. Who knows? Oh, sorry, Bo. 38 seconds. Let's see if Ohio State wants to get aggressive here. They're just going to run in a little option with Julian Sain to the right side. And they clearly have no, well, they're going to call timeout. I was going to say, apparently they have no interest in going for it. Mine still looks okay on my end, Bo, so hopefully you're able to refresh and get that cooking. Sain, quick throw over the middle, caught by, I'm going to say Brandon Ennis based on body type. I mean, maybe, Jim, you hate to assume those things, but my hope is that whatever the truth is comes out, and if that's a situation that he's gotten himself into, and that's, you know, if he's living in a life where he feels like hitting women is appropriate, then that needs to go away regardless. Now, if her family's just trying to get some money out of him, that's also not fair to him, but the truth's probably somewhere in the middle. Yeah, Platt, I think I probably saw the same report that you did. That was kind of similar to what I had read as well. How about Jeremiah Smith? 3 catches, 3 targets, 138 yards, and 2 of them are for touchdowns. We've made it to halftime. It has been all Buckeyes here, and poor Texas has no answer for Jeremiah Smith. And let's be honest, I'm not sure if anybody in the country has an answer for Jeremiah Smith. Here come the Buckeyes, though. They slow play the end of the quarter. Let's see what happens here in half number 2. Julian Sain, true sophomore quarterback. Transfer from Alabama, of course, with Caleb Downs. Here comes Peoples to the right side. And he'll pick up a couple of yards, maybe 2 to be exact, for James Peoples. across the line, left to right. Onyewu, the transfer from Rice. Left guard right now, sacked in the backfield. Sayin will be sacked for the first time, and that is a big boy in pursuit there. And that's big Justice Terry, the true freshman. Justice Terry gets back there. If I could look up the name before they can look up the name. It's good. Luke Montgomery, left guard. Carson Hinsman, center. Right guard, Tegra Chabola, and Austin Sieverfeld is your right tackle for the Buckeyes. Still probably the weakness of the team. Now the Buckeyes are going to have a weird random run out of bounds motion option. Sayin over the middle, caught by Claire, nearing a first down, but he'll still be 7 yards short because of the sack. And the Buckeyes will go 3 and out to start half number 2. Joe McGuire, the Aussie. Right foot's it, not the strongest of legs. In fact, in my sim, when I'm controlling the Buckeyes and playing through my dynasty mode, I immediately recruited the best kicker and the best punter in the game to try to shore up those plays. What a play! Caleb Downs just flying into the backfield for a TFL. -3 on the play. Nicely done there. Nope, option keeper Arch will try to run right for the 45 to the 50. Arch Manning holds that football out dangerously so, and then takes a big shot. Gain of 12, sets up a 3rd and 1. Up the middle, and Wisner gets near a first down. Actually, he does get the first down. Hey, Sean, welcome in. Go Browns. Speaking of the Browns, I'll try to get a Browns sim later tonight, time permitting. Wisner stretch it left side again to the 45. He got the corner, and then he'll be shoved out of bounds by some Buckeye defenders. 2nd and 7 coming up here, 42-yard line. Yep, who knows? Could be a she said, he said thing as Styles picks him off. He baited Arch over the middle, and Sonny picks him off. Ryan Wingo a little bit shaken up on the tackle. That's no fun either. I do have injuries low, not off, but low. Whoop, and he flips right back up. And we're going to get a good shot of the field. No replay of the interception. Sonny Styles picks it off, and the Buckeyes are in business here at their own 44. Left side throw, deep shot again. Oh, just needed a little bit more on it. That time the defender was able to knock it down. Malik Muhammad was the one that moved over to have on him. Peoples up the middle to the 50. First down run for James Peoples now. 13 carries, 54 yards for the sophomore from Texas, I believe. Peoples again to the left. He'll try to go wide, and he'll be spun down to the ground by Muhammad. Good tackle by the corner. Their top corner, Malik Muhammad. 2nd and 10 for the Buckeyes after no gain on the run. Packed up pass. Little stun up the middle. Will be hit as he throws. That's a new thing that they really talked about adding this year, was stunts from the defensive line and how they were going to be more effective if not blocked properly. 3rd and 10 now for the Buckeyes. They'll just run straight forward. Over the middle. Tate falling forward. They'll give it. Oh, situational. Oh, I don't even have to make it situational. I didn't even have to hit the button. Brian Hartline wants to go for it here. And they'll give it no play action. It'll be sacked. Oh, I do not like play action there. That is the 2nd sack of the day and a turnover on downs, and Sayin frustrated with himself there. But I got to put that one back on the rookie play caller. You don't run play action on, or at least a straight play action. You could run like a fakey trickeration or something with some boot. Otherwise, a turnover on downs. Let's see if Texas can make them pay. Now, fling it to the right side. Caught 50, 45 into the other side of the field. Ryan Wingo, he must be okay. Catches that ball, and he's got a first down. And quickly into the into the Buckeyes side of the field. Wisner up the middle. Blown up by Styles and Bo Atkinson. Another look at Bo Atkinson, the transfer from North Carolina. He plays some inside, he plays some outside. Of course, C.J. Hicks, bottom of that rushing situation. We saw him. RPO now fling it out of the backfield to the running back, actually the receiver, and they'll lose a yard on the play. And I still can't get a number on that, or a name on that guy, because he's not on the actual Texas roster, so he could be a fake guy. Quick throw to the right side. Wisner blown up by Arvell Reese and Sonny Styles, and they'll try another long field goal. This is going to be a 58-yarder. I mean, he had the leg last time, Shipley, and he drills it this time from 58. Oh, boy. Kid's got a leg. He had enough leg for the 59-yarder. He just pushed it left. This one he drills. And we're not interested in that replay, apparently. There's a coach on the hot seat right now, and it's to the east. Are you talking about in the NFL, Wendell? I still don't think Tomlin is, although there's been a lot of rumblings about it. They definitely kind of sold to try to win this year, didn't they? We'll see if it pays off for them. Fling it to Peoples out of the backfield. He got a first down to the 30-yard line. Sain almost got sacked. College football. You think of James Franklin? Penn State, he's got a loaded roster this year, and they'll hand it off, and he'll be blown up in the backfield. That's a former Buckeye, Hero Canoe. A college football coach in the East. Penn State's the biggest program over there that I can think of. Over the middle, nice play again. Guess who? Jeremiah. Dart for a first down to the 45. He's got a squad this year, so yeah, if he doesn't get it done. Little throw on the run to Max Clare, the tight end, for 6. That was a cool-looking play. And I will say this, I wonder how much intel the guys who make the game have about Ohio State's playbook, because a lot of the playbook has some 12 personnel, has double tight ends in there with Thurman and Max Clare. So I wonder if they went to some practices and all of a sudden Ohio State's running a lot of 2 tight end stuff. To me, it seems crazy. Like right now, 2 tight ends to the left and 2 receivers to the right with the single running back. It seems unlikely, but I don't know. Across the middle, caught for a first down again by Max Clare, one of those 2 tight ends. But I was surprised, in the coach suggestions, as soon as you fire up their playbook, it's a whole bunch of this same thing. 2 tight ends to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Peoples, option keeper, saying 40 to the 35 to the 30. Julian, hold on to that football, and it'll be thrown down at the 30-yard line. Big time first down run, and 2 option keepers that Sands held on to that have been really productive for him. RPO left side, and I think we might get ineligible downfield. Look how far Sieverfeld is downfield. Or maybe we're going to get OPI. Wow. Gosh, I love that they point the correct way. Mylan Graham, an offensive pass interference. Interesting call there. And our first flag of the game. They're going to stay in the pistol. Sain with Peoples behind him. And Peoples will go up the middle, and he'll run right into that big old nose tackle. We've called his name several times. That's Brevard. And the end of 3, it's still Ohio State 24, Texas 6. The explosiveness of the first half has calmed down a little bit, but Ohio State's still playing good football and complementary football with their offense and their defense now. All right, Bo. See you later, buddy. Take care. Hopefully we'll have some Browns for you later, as all the refs are going to meet in the middle of the field. All right, here we go. 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line. North stands in front of him. South stands to his back. Julian Sain, back to pass. People stays in for a max protect. Across the middle, Tate, 35, 20, 25 or rather, and then the 20. A big gainer on that 1st and 20. Hey, Karen, welcome in. Go Bucks forever. Turn around, Peoples blown up in the backfield. Oof, saw that one coming. Michael Taft, the safety, and Anthony Hill Jr., the linebacker, and now Fielding will come in for a little chip shot field goal, 39-yarder, and it's good. Drive on down the field, which is what the Buckeyes did. Now 27-6 here, 4th quarter. If Texas has the comeback in them, the 3-touchdown deficit, they're going to have to start now, and they're going to have to do it quickly. Nice tackle in space by T.J. Tarvis Alford, the true freshman. To the right side, Wisner, whoops, spun off, but then hit pretty hard by Jalen McClain. So they actually have McClain starting. I thought Malik Hartford would start. Maybe it's going to be McClain. Who knows? That's who they have starting right now. 2nd and 6. Up the middle, nowhere to go. Wisner runs right into Arvell Reese and Edric Houston. 3rd and 8. Arch back to pass. Pressure coming. Fling it over the middle. That was a dart for a first down to the tight end, Endries. He did not have long. He threw it quickly. First down for Manning. 10:58 and counting. Snap it. Option, or rather give it to a running back. Wisner, they'll pick up 2. I appreciate what you're trying to do here, but you're down 3 scores, and running the football, even with your talented running back, Contravian Wisner, you got to get down the field, and you got to get down the field faster. Now Arch, fling it over the middle into traffic. Whew, that had some heat on it, and it's incomplete to the receiver. Back to pass. Arch, fling it over the middle, caught. He beat Igbenosin for a first down. That was a really nice catch. That's Kalik Lockett, freshman out of Sachis, Texas. To the right side. Wisner, what a tackle by Malik Hartford. He came in right on cue. Stamina sub situation. I do have it set so that if they get that wear and tear, they're going to get subbed out so they don't hurt themselves badly. Play action. Arch, left side. Single coverage. Deep ball. Dropped it. He couldn't hold on. Ryan Wingo, he had it for a second. Could not survive the ground. And now a 3rd and 13. Back to pass now. Over the middle, caught. Arvell Reese, he can't make the tackle. Endries, but the rest of the Buckeyes get there. He tried to beat the whole team and somehow got a little nicked up in the process. They're going to say he's a little bit hurt and he's going to ask to come out. Hopefully it's not too serious. 4th and 6 coming up. They're going to have to go for it, I have to assume here, right? So far the defense has looked really good. Wendell. Back to pass, and I know they're facing a lot of guys, but ooh, stuck him. He couldn't hold on. McLean drilled him, and he dropped it in the turnover on downs for the Buckeyes. That might have been it. They probably needed to score on that play. Quick little throw right side. Max Clare, the tight end, to the 45, to the 40. Stay in bounds, Max, and he does. Tackled there by Jelani McDonald, the safety. Max Clare with a nice big catch now. Buckeyes snapping that thing with 4 seconds. Left side throw. Ennis. Brandon Ennis. Another 5-star receiver who's going to make his way into your household name this year. Brandon Ennis. You're also going to hear from Mylan Graham, who I think was a 5-star, 4-star. I don't know. He may have been a 4-star. Also Quincy Porter, the 5-star receiver freshman from this year's class. Could be in there as well. He's number 11. You could see him from time to time. Saying with a blitz coming. Left side throw. First down. It's Max Clare again. And this tight end is so good after the catch as well. He looks very good. Up the middle, James Peoples. And he'll be stuck there by Malik Muhammad. His 20th carry, only 50 yards, but they've been effective, and he's been such a weapon with the hands out of the backfield as well. Now Peoples play action. Now he misses the block. And Derek Moore gets a big sack. Trey Moore. Derek Moore plays for Michigan. This is Trey Moore, the pass rushing specialist. You know who we haven't heard from yet? And I'm almost afraid to even bring his name up because I don't want to jinx it. There's another sophomore sensation on this Texas defense, and we have not called his name once. Big blitz coming over the middle. Ennis, he's got a lot of work to do. He won't get it done. They're going to kick another field goal here, but waste a lot of time. That's Colin Simmons, super talented pass rusher. He also changed his number to number 1, 6'3", 240-pound edge rusher, and he was sensational last year as number 11. He has since changed his number. We have not called his name one time in this game. He's got 50 yards on the ground, Wendell. Maybe another 30 or so through the air. Spinning his way up the middle is Niblet. Niblet, a very fast corner as their kick return. Quick little RPO left side caught. Game's been so fast and furious, I keep forgetting to do my normal introductions. My name is Phil Nagy on Sports is the channel. We're going to be simming the Ohio State season here. Trying to get it all done before the season starts. Whoop, juke move in the backfield, and then guess who? Caleb Downs with the big tackle. Appreciate all my subscribers. You guys are the very best. Also, if you hit that thumbs up button, it helps to grow our audience, which I very much appreciate. Hey, Joshua, welcome in. Good to have you on. Throw over the middle, caught for a first down. Good catch over the middle. That's Lockett. And he's got a first down, but it's going to be too little and too late, I'm afraid, for Arch Manning. He played a fine game. That one's going to be incomplete as he tried to squeeze it into Moore. Arch didn't play a bad game. They just had no stop for Jeremiah Smith on the defensive side of the ball. And they kind of got punched in the mouth there in that first half and really never recovered. Hartford again with Bo Atkinson chasing as well. 3rd and long coming up. Second and 13. 3rd and 13 with 2:13 on the clock now. Back to pass for Arch. They go max protect. He's got a fling at left side. Nice catch in space. The unnamed receiver. And Texas will actually call timeout 1 second before the 2-minute warning. So they're going to get an extra timeout. I don't know, whatever. It's just whether you use it now or later, but they're going to use it now. Arch with an empty backfield. 30-6. Quick throw, dump it over the middle, caught. First down is now just a couple of yards away, and it is 2-minute warning timeout here for the Buckeyes. 1:57 to be exact on the clock. Arch in trouble, he'll roll, he'll fire. Quick little dump left side, caught by his receiver in space, but not for very long. That's a Mary Winston, freshman tight end. Quick little throw to the right side. Whoa, blown up in the backfield. He tried to throw that thing out. That's the true freshman, Jamie French. French, I think, was interested in Ohio State for a little bit. Ended up choosing Texas. Pressure coming! A big sack in the backfield for the Buckeyes. Nice play there. Tywan Malone Jr. A defensive tackle got back in there. Tipped at the line on a 3rd and 18, and now here comes 4th and long, and of course they're going to have to go for it. Yes, they added that, 2 years ago, you're right. They don't want you to call it the 2-minute warning, though. They want you to call it the 2-minute timeout. And he dumped it off short, and now the Buckeyes will go into victory formation. Sayin takes a knee, and that's it. Ball game. Buckeyes win. What a game. That man had a monster game right there. You can see Jeremiah. Big game. They're going to give it to Sayin, player of the game. 333 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 85.7% completion percentage. And the true sophomore. Can you imagine the Julian Sayin hype if they go out there and look like this against Texas? I don't think it's going to quite be this lopsided. They'll sing together Carmen, Ohio. Their mouths look so weird. They look like It characters or something. Poor Luke Montgomery. That's crazy. I can't imagine being like a 19-year-old kid and seeing yourself in a video game, though. That would be crazy. All right, let's look at some statistics here, but you guys are very welcome. Appreciate you joining me. Texas today, Arch, 26 of 36 for 242. No touchdowns, and again, that single interception. As a 90 overall, I would not say that he lived up to his hype. Weisner, 17 for 33, just could never get going in this one. Endry, 6 for 74, and ended up leaving the game with an injury. Looks like he's okay, though. Moore, 6 for 33. It was Mosley. So he's number 3 on the real roster. The game has him as number 10. So there you go. Emmanuel Mosley, the transfer from Stanford, the receiver. Ryan Wingo, 3 for 31. 2 for Lockett. 2 for Weisner out of the backfield. There's the true freshman French. Yes, he does have 2 F's at the beginning of his name. That is not a typo. 10 tackles for Muhammad, 8 for Jabot, Taff, Hill, and a leaf out. Sacks today, 1 for Justice Terry, the true freshman, 1 for Anthony Hill. Junior, and then a half for Moore. Oh, Colin Simmons apparently was on the other half. There you go. See, I called his name. No turnovers for the Buckeyes, and that was a big part of their success in this one. Julian Sayin today, true sophomore quarterback, 24 of 28 for 333 and 3 touchdowns. It does not get much better than that. James Peoples, 20 for 50, 8 for 16 for Sayin. Again, that includes his 2 sacks. C.J. Donaldson, just 1 carry for 2 yards in this one. Max Clare, 7 for 62 and a touchdown, 5 for Brandon Innes. Jeremiah Smith, 4 for 158, 2 touchdowns, 4 for Carnell Tate, 3 for Peoples, and 1 for Mylan Graham. And this one, defensively, Caleb Downs, no surprise, 12 tackles for him, 10 for Sonny Styles. 1.5 for Houston, 1.5 for McDonald, 1 for Taiwan Malone that we talked about there at the end. Jackson and McLean shared on the other one. And the pick was by Sonny Styles. All right, Jim, you're very welcome. Appreciate you guys being on. Again, my name is Phil Nagy. Nagy on Sports is the channel. You are watching the new College Football 2026 game. And yes, that's where Coach Day is already at a 72. And we will go ahead and fast forward through the week. They do not have Grambling in the game because they're an FCS team. So we'll be playing a random FCS team in week 2. There's our where we're at with our substitutions. Yes, we're playing FCS Southeast. It's really supposed to be Grambling, but again, Grambling is not in the game. Let's look at the quick top 25. Was that enough to get the Buckeyes to number 1? It was. Penn State number 2, Georgia number 3, Clemson, Miami. After a big win over Notre Dame, 31-7. Big win. That's a huge win for new quarterback Carson Beck at Notre Dame. Oregon, Alabama, Illinois, Florida, and South Carolina rounding out the top 10 after week number 1. All right, guys, really appreciate you being on. I'll have more sim action for you later. We'll get these Buckeyes games going kind of fast and furious as best we can. Enjoy the rest of your day. Today we will say go Buckeyes, and as always, go Browns.